Welcome back to episode 4 of With a Grain of Salt. Today we'll be discussing the Freemasons. Today with me I have a special guest, Spud.
What's good, chat?
Last time he was here for episode 3, but now we have officially got him in here for episode 4. What a nerd. Anyway, let's get right into it. Sometimes you just gotta sprinkle a little bit of spice.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes you kind of can't read.
Sometimes it's a maybe very shit. In a world full of shadowy whispers and secret handshakes, what is real and what is myth? Today we pull back the veil on one of history's most questionable fraternities, the Freemasons. For centuries, they've been accused from everything of political puppeteering to satanic rites, and yet many Masonic lodges quietly built schools, hospitals, and helped the needy. Join me as we explore what people feared, what people believed, and what the Freemasons actually did for society. And remember to take it all with a grain of salt. From stonemasons to fraternal order, Freemasonry traces its roots in legend and partially in fact to the trade guilds of medieval stonemasons. The operative lodges, actually working stonemasons, gradually gave way to speculative lodges, men who were not builders, in the 17th and 18th centuries. The modern Grand Lodge system begins in London in 1770 when 4 lodges met and formed what became the first Grand Lodge of England.
Freemasonry is organized into lodges overseen by grand lodges at state or national level. Entry is by petition and requirement of belief in a supreme being in most jurisdictions. Its rituals use symbolic allegory and moral lessons like working with the tools of the craft, allegories of building, etc. Many of which are private, intended only for members. The secrecy or discretion around the rituals and membership has been central to its mystique. As time pull it, its allure lies in its promise of secrecy. The power of Freemasonry secrecy lies not in its concept, but in its ability to foster a sense of sacred and solemn fellowship. Freemasonry in the 18th century was influenced by Enlightenment ideas, reasons, tolerance, moral self-improvement, and fraternity across boundaries. The motto, making good men better, or variants thereof, is associated with a Masonic ideal. Famous Masons like George Washington said, "So far as I am acquainted with the principle and doctrines of Freemasonry, I conceive it to be founded in benevolence and to be exercised only for the good of mankind." With the foundation in place, let's examine what the public believed, and still believes, about Freemasons. Full head, look at that.
Dude, look at this one. Look at this motherfucker.
I want to join because of him.
Look at this man.
I want you because you want me.
Dude, I would purposely draw some eyes on that big ass head.
When they say 4 eyes, they mean it with that guy.
They meant it with this guy. In the United States, the Anti-Masonic Party was formed in 1828 as America's first third party, largely out of concern that Freemasons held too much secret influence in politics. The disappearance or alleged abduction and presumed murder of William Morgan, a former Mason who said he would publish Masonic secrets, intensified fears and sparkled widespread backlash. Many Americans believed that Masons were a hidden aristocracy. See, that's a big word for me.
It's okay.
Undermining democracy. The Catholic Church has long opposed Freemasonry. In 1738, Pope Clement what is that?
The 12th?
What, the 12th? Pope Clement the 12th in Amenti Apostolus, apologies for bad grammar, banned Catholics from joining Masonic associations. Over time, Catholic doctrine continued to reaffirm in its probation, viewing Masonic secrecy and oaths as incompatible with church authority.
One of the most infamous anti-Masonic episodes was the Taxil hoax in the 1890s. Leo Taxil published lurid accounts of satanic Masonic rituals, infiltration of spiritualist movements, and secret demigods. Oh my gosh. In 1897, he publicly confessed it was a complete fabrication. The revelations about the Freemasons were made up. Yet, echoes of the hoax persisted in conspiracy literature and remain embedded in some occult/Masonic rumor mill circles to this day. Freemasons figure in countless conspiracy theories, global secret government, New World Order, financial cabals, assassinations. Fiction and film have amplified the mystique from Da Vinci's Code to countless thriller novels. Masons are more often portrayed as puppet masters. Public perception often leans toward suspicion, clannish, elitist, manipulative, and operating behind scrutiny. As Live Science observes, to outside observers, the organization's rites and practices may seem cult-like, clannish, and secretive, even sinister.
A reoccurring public concern is favoritism. Masons helping fellow Masons in business, law, politics, because membership was often elite. Critics believe Masons formed a hidden power block. The fact that many prominent individuals, bankers, politicians, were Masons reinforced suspicions of behind-the-scenes influence. During periods of secrecy, critics claim Masons' oath might trump loyalty to country or religion. Now, what did Freemasons actually do, and what do they do in communities? Let's ground the conspiracy in evidence and historical record. So this is big, because on top of all the cultist shit, I know they helped with like a lot of public murals and shit, statues, and helping up like the big name businesses. And it was just like they weren't, I wouldn't say really fully involved. It's more they just wanted a place to put their logo. That's the way I kind of saw it. But I guess we'll find out more here.
It is definitely, at least I have talked to a Freemason before, and to be fair, we gotta take it with a grain of salt, because he was very drunk. But
As you should.
he was essentially like talking about going out with other Masons and like supporting like newer members and stuff, because like he was a person that like buys and sells properties. What are they called? I can't think of words.
I know what you mean.
Real estate agent.
Yeah,
He's a real estate agent. So like he was helping out another Mason's like business by like helping him find a place with a really good deal, essentially.
Okay.
So like they definitely do help each other out a lot.
A central tenet is charity or relief, helping widows, orphans, and needy brethren. Many Masonic lodges built or supported hospitals, homes for orphans, and relief funds. For example, in many U.S. states, Masonic charities help fund children's hospitals, elderly homes, and scholarship funds. In modern times, Masonic organizations like Shriners, an independent group, are well known for children's hospitals. Through Shriners is separate but historically linked and born from Masonic roots. Masons also often contribute to disaster relief, local philanthropic projects, scholarships, and local community grants.
In some areas, Masonic lodges contributed to founding or supporting schools, libraries, and other civil institutions. Because many lodges were composed of local, notable, and professionals, they had the social capital to support civil infrastructure.
Civic.
What's civic? Like a Honda? Okay, history lesson, because I'm stupid.
That's probably. Relating to a city or town, especially in administration.
It's the same thing as civil.
Relating to ordinary citizens and their concerns as distinct from military matters. So yes, there is a difference between civic and...
My bad. I need to start talking about the Honda Civic. So we have civic rituals and public ceremonies. My bad. Masons often participated publicly in cornerstone laying ceremonies for public buildings like courthouses, schools, and monuments. Their presence in civic rituals made them visible to the public, an act of legitimacy, essentially. In earlier eras, Masonic processions, parades, and community outreach were more visible than today. I think it's pretty interesting how they're like a secret society, but they're not really secret. It's more like a society with secrets. Does that make sense?
Yeah, society with secrets.
It's so weird that they like are so open, but also so not open.
But I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of how you expect any other organization to work, because like, it's not like something that works that widely around the world, or sorry, around the country, can just release every single bit of information a company has. It's just like any other fucking company. Freemasonry functioned as a social network and mutual aid society. Members could rely on one another in times of need, like illness and unemployment, for example. Before the advent of widespread social insurance, fraternal organizations like the Masons provided a safety net. As one Mason interview said, "One of the things that I found so very appealing, it helped me establish friendships at a local level, socialize on a basis other than your occupation." I think at the time, it was like it was supposed to be high-end nobodies, if you know what I mean, like the people that were rich but weren't greatly known.
Yeah, they're kind of the private rich people, essentially.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be like when it first came out, it was more of a boys club, if you will. It's like getting away from the wife or something for like, I gotta go meet with the boys.
Yeah, someone was getting beers with the boys. I get it.
Masonic rituals and lessons emphasize personal improvement, ethics, integrity, and civic virtue. Many Masons saw their role as strengthening moral character in their members, which, in their view, benefits society overall.
Solomon's Lodge, Savannah, founded in 1734, is among the oldest continuously operating lodges in the U.S. and played civic roles in Savannah's early history. Many towns have Masonic lodges whose buildings are historically significant, often used for community functions. The Prince Hall branch, Black Freemasonry, also played an important roles in black communities, civil rights, and mutual aid. Prince Hall himself was a Boston Free black man, leader in African American Freemasonry. In many U.S. towns, Masonic lodges helped fund the building of schools or libraries, and local histories often note Masonic contributions. Now that we have both sides, public perceptions and actual contributions, let's juxtapose them and analyze where the divergence lies.
You want to know what that would be?
No idea what juxtapose
It's
means.
kind of like a mix together.
Juxtaposition.
I found that word so interesting. Place or deal with close together for contrasting effect.
Jeez.
Very,
What a word.
What a word, right?
Grammar lesson with Salty and Spud.
I
Okay, so in post you have to put juxtapose.
juxtapose twice now.
The very secrecy of rituals and membership, which was intended to protect internal integrity, gave fertile ground to speculation. As Time wrote, secrecy is not in its content, but in its ability to foster fellowship. When ordinary people see closed doors, handshakes, coded symbols, it invites suspicion. Because many early Masons were elites, like lawyers, landowners, and merchants, their membership reinforced the impression of hidden elite wealth. When prominent political leaders, judges, or bankers were Masons, that fed conspiratorial stories, but being a Mason does not necessarily equate to wielding coordination of power. The lodges generally discourage overt involvement in partisan politics within meetings.
Hoaxes like Taxel show how false, sensational claims can distort public view. Over time, rumor, fiction, and exaggeration have outpaced facts in public conscious. Membership in fraternal organizations, including Masons, has declined in recent decades. As one historian noted, secrecy has lost something of its magic. In an age when it can take 2 minutes or less on Google to find out what the Freemasons' secrets really are. It's so funny because that's basically what we had to do for this entire fucking project.
That's basically what we did, was just, yeah.
Lodges are less visible today. Few public parades or ceremonies. That invisibility can feed suspicion. In interviews, Masons say that people are isolated, polarized. They see their lodges as a refuge. We're needed now more than ever. We are needed now more than we've ever been needed, quoted one of the Freemasons.
Even among Masons, the ideal of universal brotherhood and service doesn't always match reality. Some lodges may be inactive in charity or operate mostly as social clubs. Differences in jurisdiction, some lodges are more open, philanthropic, or socially engaged than others. Should Masons disclose membership in public offices to avoid conflicts of interest? Recently in the UK, the Metropolitan Police considered requiring officers to declare whether they are Freemasons. Scandals or accusations of favoritism can inflame suspicion, even if it's not proven.
Dude, I must have missed putting the word picture or something, because I missed 2 pictures. This one here, this picture is supposed to be like one of the last times they publicly did something, and craziest part is I don't even know where this is actually. It wasn't even for like some big event, I don't think. I think it was just like a ceremony of how many years they've been going on, and that's about the last time they did something public. But as you can see, they've got the symbol, the classic symbol. I think that's a ruler, and I don't know what that's called. That's a certain tool.
It's for getting the diameter of a circle.
Yeah. And then it's got the G in there. I'm not sure what the G means.
I think it's probably to declare their rank, because that guy has a different symbol inside of his.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. In conclusion, the public thought is hidden power brokers, secret satanic cults, elite conspirators, reality based on evidence, a fraternity with rituals and internal secrecy, but substantial charitable civic, educational roles in many communities. The disconnect arises from secrecy, elite membership, sensationalism, and the inherent difficulty of distinguishing what is private from what is conspiratorial. Understanding organizations like the Freemasons help us see how societies negotiate between private and public trust in an age of conspiracy, truth, skepticism, and evidence should guide our views. The Masonic idea of improving men morally and helping communities still has resonance, but only if matched by actions. Oh my god, my brain broke.
Before we end, can I talk about a little more what the Freemason I talked to said to me? 'Cause he said a couple weird things. Because he was a 33rd degree Mason, which is the highest Mason you can, like, become, essentially. Besides, like, you know, leading the group or whatever. He essentially told me that the Masons believe in, like, a god. But they believe that, like, your consciousness itself is God. Does that make sense? Like that there isn't, like, a higher being. That, like, the higher being is your mind.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why they're really into, like, meditation and, like,
Okay.
exploring their mind. And one of the rituals he told me about, which was the weirdest thing he did to become a 33rd degree, was he drank out of like a real human skull. Like not like blood or anything, just like drank out of a skull. To like represent like drinking away like your mind. I don't know. He didn't really explain it, but he was like, that was just the weirdest thing. He was like, there's no like raping babies or and all that stuff.
I mean, I was trying to figure out which pictures I wanted, like what picture I wanted to do for closing remarks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this one I'm gonna use, but like this one.
That one's also a good one.
He's
Peace.
what a dude, Winston Churchill. What a man.
What a G.
What a G. Let's end with a quote from Winston Churchill. Pause. Let me really pull something out. What do we think Winston Churchill sounds like? Do you think he sounds like this?
Winston Churchill was an English gentleman.
Was he an English?
Yes, he was an English gentleman.
Masonic labor is purely a labor of love. Who speaks to draw Masonic wages in gold and silver will be disappointed. The wages of a Masonic are in dealings with one another. Sympathy begets sympathy. Kindness begets kindness. Helpfulness begets helpfulness. If you like this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. Tell me in the comments what you would like for us to cover next. And don't forget,
Take it all with a grain of salt.
and I think we'll say that we can wrap it up
Wrap it up, people.
right there.